Not by Banksy. You can't actually get in it. The Twin Towers behind me were built many years ago for some reason. Lovely phallic object on it, which we do like. Aliens. Where shall we go today? Where shall we go? Where do you want to go today? Let's walk round Carlisle. No, I said I was looking for a skywalk. Well, looks like we've got a tunnel walk instead. Okay, it's got an interesting mural in it, which has been graffitiized, obviously, by Banksy. I recognise that signature anyway. It's definitely Banksy, that one. Well, there you go then, city centre, that's where we want to go. You come out of the subway, you're treated to a Lego man and a really, really old fireplace, which, to be fair, isn't much use. To clarify, it is coming towards the end of April. Time warp, lockdown has caused a lot of problems. It's nice when pop stars have another career. So the Doves, for example, have got a cafe here, although they've spelt it wrong, they've not put the in front of the Doves. Idiots. The Lanes Shopping Centre. Back in the city centre now, this looks interesting. They've got a Debenhams all the way down there for now, but I don't know what else is going on really. It's quite a nice shopping centre. They've even got a barbecue going on in the middle of the square, which is nice. It's very wide, this town centre, although I know it's a city centre, but it's very, very wide. I'm very impressed so far. Queues for Mackey's is huge, but Foot Asylum, not so big. Rejoice, everybody. They've got a sex shop. Yay! It's a tiny one, but still a sex shop. Moderately impressed with that. Just about the alleyway down the side though, that's a bit creepy. I have to watch this bit in the mirror, but it says there, the Market Hall. It does. Honest. TK Maxx and Wilko, so I can't be bothered with that. You could be confused for thinking we're in Wigan, they're queuing up for Greggs. Warwick Street must be one of the longest streets in the world. It's certainly the longest street in Carlisle anyway. This shop sells fire. Sadly, it's closed at the moment. The object there is the old fire tower where the firemen used to play, and then behind is the brand new one, which is much bigger, taller and higher. Well, it doesn't look it, but it's a long way away, so it is high, trust me on that one. From here you can see it's not actually a fire thing at all, it's a church spire. My mistake, sorry. If you like pink blossom, you can do a lot worse than come to Carlisle. Although I suggest you come to Carlisle when the pink blossom is out and not when it's not, because otherwise you won't see it. And that'd upset you. But there is lots of it, it's everywhere. It's like a pink blossom fest. This is an old looking building, which is great because it's got an old looking thing going on as well, which is Grace picture framing, which is a very old thing that they used to do in the old days before people had digital cameras and never had pictures on paper, but they were good when you know. Another walkway thing, but the road is all the way down there. It's all a bit weird. Like many walls around old cities and towns, Carlisle's wall has a castle attached, but it's not the best castle I've ever seen, I'll be honest. Seems the castle was built more than 30 years ago by people who weren't from this country. They were in fact from Carlisle, which to be fair is this country. But that'd be boring. They've got a mini amphitheatre here, which does work. Echo, see? It does work. And it was the Millennium project, so that means it must have been built in 2010. And then we've got this, which is unveiled. Am I walking into a museum here? What's going on? Oh, there's some things out of Star Wars there. It's nice. That's where they keep the money. And the floor's all... This is the oddest. subway I've ever seen. This is bonkers. The Queen opened this in 2002. Yeah, I bet she was made up coming all this way for this. Can we get out? But can we get out? Yes. Whew. So when you come there, you come out here and you get a nice view of the castle. I'm sure it's lovely, really. They're very proud of their heritage here. They've got everything written in the wrong language. Let's play a game of which of these buildings has a clock tower on top of it. Is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? Or is it that one at the end? No, it's that one. Unbelievable, but true. Clock tower on a tiny little building. Impressive. Behind me is one of the oldest bookshops ever. It's Ye Olde Bookshop and Ye Olde Cafe combined together simultaneously. Invented by the Romanians when they built the city. Behind me is some early architecture of the old Ye Roman shoppies that they built. And these go back at least 1,500 years, these buildings here. 1,500 years. They're looking good on it. Some of more people haven't got the shops in them, but look, that shop's empty, but that's boarded up. Oh yeah, forget it. It's a ruin. As is this shop here as well. Really nice architecture, but completely devoid of life. This behind me is Carlisle Cathedral, where they worship fairy tales and sing songs, but they're not allowed to sing songs at the minute, or worship fairy tales for that matter. They have to worship the COVID virus vaccine. That's how we can worship nowadays. So sadly, it's closed at the moment. If you look closely from this angle, you can see that the architecture has been architectured and made into things that are real, with rocks and things like that, and all stuck together with probably very strong glue and glass and a bit of seagull droppings. So yeah, it's lovely. Very nice. One of the nicest ones I've seen today. Actually, it's the first one I've seen today, so it's not saying a lot. I'm inside, but it's very full of people. You can see the roof as well, over the main bit, which you can't go in. Beautiful. Just been through the cathedral. Had to do some covert filming then. I felt like it was one of them TV shows where they're filming people doing stuff wrong. I wasn't doing things wrong, I was doing it right. And you've got these walls here and things which look like they're part of an old church. They're now part of a completely different building. It's all very bonkers. But I do love it. How many atheists love churches? It's weird. It's not the biggest cathedral I've ever seen, I'll be honest, but it's a very pretty one. And we got inside, which was nice. So, yeah, definitely come back again, I think, at some point. Nothing says old like a gas lamp and an archway and a walkway. We like walkways, especially with really old walls like this one, which is gorgeous. Oh dear me. So you want to come somewhere It's got a decent cathedral that you can go in. It's also got a wall which doesn't really go around it, and you can't really walk along it either. I was a bit disappointed by that, I'll be honest. I'll have a word with the architecture of that one. And it's got shopping centres and footballers who wear stilts and loads of other things that go on, including a river with a nice bridge. You could do a lot worse than come here to Carlisle, which is very near Scotland. And Scotland is a foreign country, but it doesn't feel foreign, which is nice. Anyway, that's it for this time. So until next time, bye! Where shall we go today? Where shall we go? Where do you want to go today? Let's walk round. If you like pink pollen, you can I give in. If you like pink pollen, or no, is it just me who thinks that's funny? What does EWS stand for? Electric Water Supply?